Hey everyone, Alyssa from TMI Source here, and I wanted to make this video just to kind of reflect and just talk about the teaser trailer for the Mortal Instruments City of Bones that we got on November 14th. First thing is, I did not expect that, and I mean that in the very best way. I mean, I have complete faith in the studio and in the crew and in the cast, and they've all been amazing so far. But I was not expecting to see that much and to see it like that. I saw it on the big screen in front of Breaking Dawn, which was really incredible to see it huge size and to see Jace like the size of my wall basically. It was incredible. So yeah, I was not expecting them to have that much in the trailer. It was awesome. I originally thought we were gonna get Jason Clary outside of Java Jones in the alley, and basically that whole thing that went down when he's like, "You're not a mundane." And can we just talk about a minute how hot that is? I will never be able to say or hear that word the same ever again. Thank you, Jamie. And can we talk about the end too, the "Welcome to the City of Bones," because that was like perfect. I mean, that is like the best possible way that trailer could have ended. It's so cool. It was kind of like, obviously in the movie, it's Jace is like, "Welcome to the City of Bones," because that's when they're going to the Silent City, and it's just so cool. But it's also a really cool ending for a trailer, because it's kind of like, that's the name of the movie, the Mortal Instruments City of Bones, and it's like, I don't know if I'm like overreacting, because I just thought it was so incredibly cool the way that it ended, I love that so much, and I get chills every time, and I think like I think the fandom will agree with me. Yeah, I love how commercial the trailer was. I mean, as fans, it left us satisfied. We know the story, we know what happens. Every scene they showed, there were differences, but hey, we'll get over that, more on that later. But watching it as a fan, it was so surreal and it was incredible, and it really whetted our appetite. But at the same time, from what I've heard, I really loved that people who aren't a fan of the series, or people who are just discovering it, this trailer what I love is that this trailer, it did not focus on, the romantic relationship of Clary and Jace, which we know is in there, but we also know that that is not the story. The story is about the Shadowhunter world, and we really got a nice glimpse of that. This trailer was basically a mythology trailer for the series, introducing the audience and Clary to the world of the Shadowhunters, and I really, really liked that, because there was a lot of mythology, a lot of action and fighting, and you really got to kind of see this. And Jared Harris doing the narration over the trailer made this. And the music, like, you combine those two, and it was just incredibly awesome. I mean, listening to him just, say, talking about, oh God, just listening to him doing the voiceover with that music. And what I really, really liked about this is, normally in a trailer or a teaser trailer like this, you might suspect that some people might be like, what the hell is going on? But this trailer did not do that. I talked to people, and I'm like, the first thing I asked is like, did you know what was going on? And they're like, yeah, I understood it. And one of the things that you've noticed, you go back and watch the trailer, it's like how you have Hodge explaining everything to kind of set it up, and then we're back in Pandemonium, or we start at Pandemonium, and the things go, and then Jace stabs the blue-haired demon, and then Clary screams, and she's like, "You didn't see that?" And she's like, "What?" And then Jace is like, "You can see us?" And then the audience is like, "Whoa." I feel like the audience, especially the ones that are not fans of the book, are like, "Why can she see them?" And then the next shot explains that, in the fact, and then they're in Java Jones, the alley behind Java Jones, and then she's like, so Clary's basically the audience in this, kind of asking the questions and kind of being taken through this. So she's like, why can only I see you? Why? And Jace is like, because you're not a mundane. Not that word. You're not a mundane. And then the audience is kind of like, what's a mundane? And so Clary is like, what's a mundane? And then Jace is like, someone from the human world. And then it kind of gets more and more, and then it's talking about, from there, because you're like, she's like, if I'm not a human, what am I? And then we have Madame Dorothea saying, you're a shadow hunter like your mother. And then fight sequences, and then the audience is kind of like, what's a shadow hunter? And then you have Clary, shadow hunters, and then Hodge, half angel, half human, beings of immense power. And then oh god, I loved how this trailer did not confuse everybody. It like, especially audiences, I think it's definitely trying to attract not just the fan base, obviously, because that's the point of making a movie. A studio wants to make a lot of money and attract an audience, and they want to turn this into a franchise. So the more new fans, the better. So they have to make a first impression. A teaser trailer is a first impression. And this teaser trailer made such a fantastic impression. And I love that it did not confuse the audience. There was everyone I talked to knows they pretty much understood what was going on. And they said that looks really cool. But they understood it, which was good, because if you just kind of threw all of this in without explaining, people would be like, yeah, this looks cool, but I don't know what's going on. But so it is a teaser trailer, but it was a teaser trailer with a significant amount of footage, and it really, not only did it, I think, it acted more as a teaser trailer for the non-fans. I think as fans, we were very satisfied because we know the story, we know what's going on, and we were just excited to see anything from this movie. But for fans for the mundanes in the audience, it kind of left them going, whoa, that's really cool, I want to know more. That's what a teaser trailer is supposed to do, and it really did that job. And nothing like this has been around in a very long time. Nothing in the movies. That's why I think this is definitely garnering a lot of attention, a lot of recognition, and a lot of excitement, because there hasn't been something like this. And yes, from the trailer, can we just say, I can't get into specifics yet, but I love how people seeing the trailer, they are coming around to Jamie as Jace, because trust me when I say Jamie Campbell Bower is Jace in every aspect. He is incredible. And this trailer, I'm so glad this trailer got to showcase some of that. Seriously, how badass did he look? Oh my god, doing a flip and then landing, bam, and freaking killing a demon and the man, and then sliding across the cop car and then kicking the door in. It was just like, oh my god. I was like, I've never been more attracted to you, Jamie, than in those moments. Just want to say. And then briefly, we got, because it was the mythology trailer, it kind of was just introducing the world. It wasn't really introducing the characters or, certain moments. Like, we want to see the greenhouse scene, which is something that I think we could possibly get in the second trailer. A little glimpse, not obviously the whole thing. So we didn't get, it wasn't all about Jace, which is good. But, we got to see part of his snarky side when they were in Hotel du Mort, and Isabel's like, there's too many of them, and he's like, have a little faith. And I'm just like, there it is. Because I feel like we were all waiting for a moment, because in the trailer, Jace comes off as really intense. He is intense, but he's also very funny and jovial. And he's really funny, and I'm really glad at least we got to see a little bit of that. I think we're going to get plenty more, obviously, in the movie. Lily is fantastic as Clary. She is just so amazing. In every scene that she's in, she's just like, I'm like, oh my god, that's Clary. And then the moment that a lot of people are pointing out, and it's awesome, is when she's in Java Jones with Simon, and she sees Jace, and she thinks she's going insane because no one else can see him, and she doesn't know what's happening, and she's crying, and you see that moment, that look, and she's crying, and you can see so much in that one look about how scared she is. She doesn't know what's going on. And it's just like, Lily captured that so perfectly, and I'm just like, she's just fantastic. And the chemistry already, I know we only got that one brief shot of them kind of being semi-romantic or whatever, but Lily and Jamie have the most amazing chemistry. They really do, and it's gonna be so awesome to kind of see that come to fruition and to see that develop and on screen. And Simon, Robbie Sheehan, he is Simon with those glasses. I'm just like, oh my god. And poor Simon does not know what the hell is going on, and it's so cool. But he's fantastic. We saw a little bit of him and shirtless in Hotel du Mort, which, yes, more of that, please. But yeah, so we didn't see a lot of him, but he kind of serves as, he's the mundane in this film, but yeah, he was fantastic. I can't wait to see more of him. He was an essential focus. This trailer was about the Shadowhunters. So we did see Alec and Isabel a little bit. Not as much Isabel as I would have liked to seen, but from what we saw, she was kicking ass. She's freaking, like, she has a flamethrower and she's spewing flame, and she's like, oh my god, she was perfect. Jemima is amazing. She's like, Jemima's like the sweetest girl in the world, and then she's like, and then she becomes Isabel, who's like this such a big badass, and she's like, oh, and then Kevin as Alec, oh my god. I'm so glad we got to see him snap at Jace about Clary. I mean, because it's so, that's why we love our Alec, you know, it's our Alec, and I'm like, Kevin did such a good job with that in that moment. Of course, you can't convey a lot too much in a teaser trailer, but fans, we saw that and we got it, you know, and we're like, yes, he got it, and Kevin got it. It's incredible. We got a shot of Valentine, and I was so excited, very excited to see Valentine in the trailer. I did not think we'd get a glimpse of him, but I think that they needed to imply in this teaser trailer, like, they needed to imply some sense of not only, you know, of, like, the evil side of it, you know, because Valentine is the conflict in this story. Yeah, they fight demons and vampires and stuff, but the central conflict is Valentine. They didn't say his name, they didn't say anything about him, they just showed him, and that evil smirk, and we saw Pangborn and Blackwell behind him, and it was really cool. But I definitely think that he needed to be in the trailer, and I'm really glad he was, because you got this sense, because when he says evil and it shows them. So that was really cool. I was really glad that we got to see them. And I think, well, we saw Luke. Luke as the werewolf, or partially. But I think Lena Headey as Jocelyn was in the trailer. I think she was the woman that was floating like 7 feet off the bed. I think that was her. I think they were at Renwick's in that scene. So I think that was, I was like, yay, we kind of got almost everybody. And except for Magnus. We didn't get Godfrey Gow's Magnus because there was no CGI done in this teaser trailer, and according to Cassie, his eyes need to be CGI'd with cat eyes. But we did get his voice. Harold told us that much. And then one of the things that can't be stressed enough is, yes, there are changes in this movie. Yes, Alec and Isabel were not at Hotel du Moor with Jason Clary when they went to rescue Simon. You know, there are things that are going to be different. And yes, in Pandemonium, it happened in a closet when they killed the blue-haired demon, and when that all went down the closet. Yeah, there's going to be differences. There's changes in the movie. And I, for one, I'm really excited about that. I mean, Cassie has told us, and from what we've seen, and the cast and the crew all love the story and the book, and they're big fans, and they want to do right by fans. They want to do right by us. They know how much we care about this project. I mean, they're fans every day watching filming, unless they're in the studio. So they know how much this means to us. So yeah, there's going to be changes, but you try cramming a 400+ page book into a 2-hour film, you know. But I really like that there are changes, like little changes, because it's for fans, it's exciting because we're kind of like, okay, so how are they going to take this down? What's this moment going to bring? So how is it going to end? But we know the key elements are still intact, you know, like relationships and the outcome of learning about certain important things at the end of this movie. They're still intact, but they're going to go about differently. Like, kind of, there might be different scenes, it might be introduced differently, you know, but I'm really excited because as a fan, it kind of makes you even more excited. If you could be more excited for this movie as a fan, even if it was a carbon copy of the book and we all knew it was going to happen, we would still be excited. But the fact that there's things to look forward to that we haven't seen before or haven't read before, and to kind of see it play out. Like Hotel du Moor, we know that's, in the book it happens between Jason and Clary, but I really like that they brought Alec and Isabel along because I like that they had more Simon and more Alec and more Isabel in this film. I really, really like that. And I can't wait to see what they're going to bring, and it's going to go down differently, but it's going to be so amazing. So yes, there's differences, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. You know, 9 months more to go. This is only the beginning of this, and it's so exciting. I cannot wait to see what these next 9 months brings, everything we get to see, all the new fans we're going to welcome in, and it's going to be really, really incredible. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. And I can't wait because you guys are amazing. And it's so much fun to be able to interact with you guys online and on the site. And I love hearing your comments, and I love hearing how much you love this series like I do. and I love hearing about how you love these actors and how much support that you have for them and for Cassie and for the studio, and it's just incredible. So yeah, this is only the beginning, and I cannot wait to share these next epic 9 months with you guys. So yeah, thank you so much, and keep checking out tmisource.com for everything Mortal Instruments and Vernal Devices, Dark Artifices, and Cassandra Clare related. But Mortal Instruments City of Bones in theaters August 23rd, 2013.